Hello, my name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is Katarzyna Kaminska. And Katarzyna is a high-producing real estate professional, having the extraordinary track record of service and results that her clients deserve. And simultaneously, she coaches high producers in real estate, business, and in life to achieve outrageous results. I'm super excited to be able to share this, her story with you. And thank you so much for coming on the show today, Katarzyna.
Absolutely. It is my honor, Bryce.
Excellent. And for those watching, we just thank you for tuning in today. Now, if you have not already come and join our community, I just wanted to personally invite you to this community. We have a couple different ones, whether you're a psychotherapist or a life coach. It's basically a mastermind where people come together and support each other every single day. So if that is what you want, come and join us inside of there. Now, back to the interview at hand. Can you tell us a little bit more about, what you do and what really got you into this current field that you're in?
Absolutely. And so I'm going to talk about coaching, right? 4 years ago, I was in a point in my life where I was depressed and I needed a change. And I came across my coach with whom I've spoken to for about 45 minutes. And in those 45 minutes, I knew that I needed exactly what he has. He had a lot of confidence and peace, which I didn't have at the time. And within my first year of working with him, so the coaching technology is called Deserve Level. And in the first year working with my coach and mentor Ed Bolke, my life has changed tremendously. And what I mean by change is for the better. My life finally started looking as the life that I've always imagined living. And I started falling in love with who I was. And when that became available and possible, I wanted to give it to everybody. I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to be able to create and live life by design.
So can you give a little bit more steps? Like, for example, you have a really, really good track record in being a high producer. Now, can you talk about, actually, that could be kind of cool. What are some tips you have for people who are maybe in the coaching profession right now and they might be going below their optimal performance? Maybe they're not showing up as much what they could, or they don't really know how to keep their energy high at all times.
Well, the number one thing that I would always recommend to somebody is hiring a coach. Mm-hmm. And not just any coach, but a coach that has been where you are and has achieved what you want to achieve, right? Because how can someone coach you if they haven't done the work or they're not walking the talk? Mm-hmm. Right? I know that there's so many things out there like this, like your community. There are masterminds, which I was a part of in the past. There are different YouTube videos, and those are all helpful, but nothing in the world works like a coach, because a coach is able to spot your blind spots, your limits, the things that are holding you back from producing the results that you really want to produce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I get like a feedback to my voice on your computer. That's interesting. But just thinking about, right now we're kind of in a slowdown time, but we still have to be kind of productive. What is the biggest takeaway that you've gotten from this quarantine slowdown time?
Thank you for asking that question. That's actually brilliant. The one thing that I took away is not to allow what's going on in the world, like to be present to it, right? You need to be present in order to be able to take effective actions in keeping yourself and others safe. Mm-hmm. However, what's going on in the world has nothing to do with who you are and the results that you produce. So continue to do what you're doing, and not only continue, but double down, right? Double down, make more phone calls, reach out to more people. Maybe the things that you were doing in the past, right? Let's say that you're in sales and you were making calls. If you're doing them for 3 hours, now you have a lot more time, add an hour extra.
Yeah.
Just more action, not focusing on what's going on in the outside world, not allowing it to stop you, which I know that when we focus on what's going on, it provokes fear. Fear gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But when you really focus on the results that you want to produce, it allows you to grow instead of stop, like most businesses that I've heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. The start and stop. So kind of even in the real estate field, what are some of the things that cause us to start and stop? Is it only our actions, or is there something that causes us to stop, doing actions?
So I'm going to go to deserve level, right? We get in life what we believe in that we deserve, and it's not on a conscious level. Our limiting beliefs and everything that holds us back is unconscious, right? There could be two people in the same position. Let's say that there's two real estate agents in the same position and with the same background. One is producing 100% more than the other one is. So one agent is closing 20 deals, one is closing 100. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between the two? Well, the only thing is their belief about who they are, which is their deserve level. The person that believes that they deserve the 100 transactions, they will take every possible action to produce that 100. And the person that only believes that they deserve 20, that's what they're going to go and produce. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Now, I always hear that, right? And everybody always talks about that. Now, because the reason why I say that, right, is because how can you get around that? So if someone is not yet at that deserve level, how can they start to improve their life and then have proof that they do deserve it? Does it have to be a mental shift first, or can they start to, get some success and then their vision of what they can do gets bigger?
So they absolutely will accomplish the results on their own, but it's going to take a lot longer and a lot more work, right? When you hire a coach, a guide, somebody who knows what they're doing to guide you, the whole point is not to take 20 years to produce the results. If you can't do it in a year or 6 months, what do you choose? So if you have the ability to do it on your own, and it's going to take you 20 years or 10 years, or hiring a coach is going to help you do it within 6 months or a year. Yeah. What do you choose?
That's what I'm saying. But even with the coach, is it like that you start changing your mindset first and then the results follow, or do you have to?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, the mindset first and then the results follow. Absolutely.
Can I ask you this question? So in between when the mindset changes and when the reality catches up, can you give some tips about how people can be a little bit more positive and just know that the results are going to come if they keep with the positive mindset that we are cultivating?
Absolutely. It's all how you start your day. It all starts with how you start your day, right? I know one thing that's made a huge difference for me is faith, right? Whatever you believe in, I know that there is a God, right? There's different religions and we all believe in different things. What's made a huge difference for me is praying to my creator, having faith, eliminating any negative distractions. I don't watch the news, even though I know what's going on in the world and I educate myself, I don't watch the news. I eliminated, one thing I stopped doing is sharing my goals and dreams with a lot of people, because a lot of people will talk you out of it because they can't see your vision. Your vision is yours and it's in your heart because you are meant to accomplish it. When you start getting advice and ideas from people who have no idea what you're talking about or never been where you're going, how can they support you? There's a ton of YouTube videos that speak to what you're creating. Listen to those. Create some affirmations. Make some money and hire a coach because it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. The reason why I'm laughing is because I've on consultation calls, sometimes a person will come on and they'll say, I'd rather just go and listen to my friends and maybe read a couple books on growing rather than working with the coach. I'm like, nice. Where were your friends the last X amount of time when you've been struggling? you know,
You
interesting.
know, do you know what it is? It's when I'm speaking from experience for myself. When I started doing the work, a lot of my friends didn't agree.
Mm-hmm.
And they would make comments about, oh my God, you're changed. What's wrong with you? Like, what's happening? Why you're becoming a different person? They would make me wrong about what I was doing. And it had me feel insecure. And at times I wanted to belong. I wanted to, what I thought was feel loved, right? I wanted to conform. And many times I conformed until I got to a certain level. I'm like, wait, my dreams are mine, not my friends. So I stopped sharing until I actually produced a certain result. And they're like, oh, wow, how did you do it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, everybody's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And then it's, oh, wow, you need to do more of that.
Yes.
It's
And how
like,
did you do it,
oh,
right?
oh yeah. So 6 months ago when it wasn't good, it's the weirdest thing. Now, just thinking, I don't know exactly how much time has elapsed. I know we're trying to keep it on a good schedule, but what does the vision look like for you as far into the future you like to think about?
I have big goals, big dreams, big audacious goals, I shall say. And as long as I can remember, my passion has been teaching people self-love, right? Because it all starts within us. The world teaches us that we're selfish when we're focusing on ourselves, but what I was taught, retaught, is that when we focus on ourselves first, it's called being selfful. When you're being selfful, you're giving yourself exactly what you need to thrive. And when you thrive internally, then you're able to help others thrive, right? So my vision for the future is to travel the world. I want to travel to every country and speak on self-love and teach people the proper ways how to love themselves, and not my vision for them, but inside of their vision for their life.
Hmm.
Give them some tools on how to love themselves and expand on the gift that they have been given. I believe that we all came to this planet with a purpose and a gift that we all have to give to the world. And unless we have the tools on how to bring out that gift, we die without bringing it to the world, right? Like, I know Les Brown says that the richest place in the world is the cemetery, because there's so much talent that hasn't been brought out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So my passion is to teach people how to love themselves so that they can discover their passion, their gifts, and bring it to the world, because we all know that we're all beautiful and unique.
Yeah.
And by love, we create love. That's my vision.
Yeah, that's great. Where can people go to learn more about you? Where can they go to connect with you further?
Thank you for that question. So they can absolutely call me. I think that is the best way, which my direct phone number is 708-415-0408. They can find me on Facebook, which is my first and my last name. I have a professional real estate photo in a blue suit. They can find me on LinkedIn with the same name as well, or my phone number. We have a Deserve Level website, which is www.edbolke.com. That is www.edbolkhe.com. And it's everything about Deserve Level there. Is there any other way of communication that you would like me to give?
No, just whatever you have. Doesn't matter.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am available for questions, for any way that I can serve.
Nice. We just really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Absolutely, my honor, Bryce. Thank you for your time and doing this and taking the time to contribute to your community. Thank you.
You're welcome. And for those watching, we thoroughly hope that you found this valuable. Now, again, if you've been searching for a place where people are improving themselves and helping others do the same, I recommend you go and check out our free community. I'm going to put some links out there above, or below the video for you to go check them out. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed creating it. Feel free to hit that share button so other people can get some great value as well. Have a great day. We're done recording in 3, 2, and 1.